Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your November 2021 reading. So happy Halloween, as Halloween is that time of the year when the veil between us and the spirit world lifts. And what happens is that it is much easier for your loved ones on the other side to pass you on a message or to give you a sign that they are alive. Now, as it is such a spiritual time of the year, I am going to add a little bit extra at the end of this reading, and I am going to use my crystal ball. So we'll get straight to that, but before, let's start with the tarot as usual and see what is coming up for you this month. As usual, we will look at your love and relationships, then your work and money. We'll also check to see what challenges you might experience and where you are going to experience good luck. If you have my tarot book, Tarot in 5 Minutes, make sure that you refer to the cards that come up for you in today's reading in the book, and that way you'll just get a few extra special messages. So let's have a look at your love and relationships this month. And you have received the 7 of Pentacles. So here we see a man who is taking a break from his work to reflect and just check in. Now, as he falls under your relationships this month, I feel, Sagittarius, it's primarily talking about you, how you're feeling. You're going to be doing some reflecting this month, I think, like him stopped here, reflecting just in midlife, really, you know, just reflecting. Maybe because you're taking a break or you're going away, or maybe you're just going to be talking things over with someone. But it's just likely to happen, this reflection, when you're doing the laundry or mowing the lawn. Like, you'll catch yourself daydreaming, thinking about life. And when this happens, I want you to be more aware than usual this month, particularly as it is such a spiritual time of the year, because when you're in that daydream state, it's actually known as a trance state. So if you ever trained as a psychic or a medium, they will train you to get into that trance state so that you can receive messages from the other world. So you are going to be receiving messages from the other world. They're just going to pop ideas into your head. And I wanted you to just be aware of that so that you take your daydreams more seriously, or where your daydreams take you this month. Okay, I want you to be aware of it. Because I believe that they're going to be answering some personal questions you have, questions that you have been asking the universe for a while and you have been looking for guidance from. Okay, so that is going to start coming to you big time this month. So be aware of it. In romance, I don't see any change in status as such this month, right? Single stay single, married stay married. So this month is much more about you, Sagittarius, you preparing yourself for bigger adventures that are coming in 2022, and maybe just a little bit before then as well. Okay, so this is a kind of a stop and think month, but it's also going to lead to other things. Okay, so that was your love and relationships this month. Next, we'll take a look at your work and money, and you have received the sparky Ace of Wands, and my first instinct is to say, grab it, grab that wand, Sagittarius. I don't know why I want to shout it, but I do. I want to say, Sagittarius, grab it. It's as though, do you know what? It's almost like I'm afraid you won't grab this wand. Maybe because I'm worried you won't see it for the opportunity it is. Right? Somebody will say to you this month, hey, do you know what? Come and do this thing. And you might have mixed feelings about it. So this could be an opportunity within your current job, or it could be a new job. It could be an opportunity outside of work to do with a friend, or a club you're involved in, or a course you're doing or taking. And I just want to make sure you spot the opportunity and grab that wand, even if it is uncomfortable. Okay, that is maybe one of the reasons why you're just going to make excuses not to do it. You know when it happens. If it hasn't happened already, just happened. And I want you to remember me saying, grab that wand, right? Do you know what? You actually don't need to know why you need to grab that wand. It's too complicated for this reading to explain to you. I just want you to grab it. Trust me, please. Okay, please. So a few extra little messages attached to this, this Ace of Wands. If you're house hunting, this card means you should invest time in the hunt itself. So maybe drive around an area rather than relying solely on the internet, because I think there's an element of surprise with this card. The Ace of Wands kind of is out of the blue. So you might find property that isn't even advertised online yet. Okay, so doing that way. If you've had a good idea recently, it's only good if you do something with it, Sagittarius. Okay, so that was another message that just came through strongly for you. And finally, as your health is your wealth, and this is falling into your wealth and money and work, this card signifies a renewal of enthusiasm for life. So feeling that life force returning. So maybe that will come through your daydreaming. They'll be able to put beautiful healing energy into you. So that is your work and money this month. Next, we're going to look at where you might experience some challenges this month, and you have received the Knight of Swords. I always smile when this guy comes along because he's rushing into action. Here we see a knight, there he is, he's rushing, charging into action, sword raised, ready for battle. Knights in tarot deliver movement. So where there's stagnation, there's movement. And this knight brings fast movement. So he's falling into your challenge area this month, meaning that whatever offer that Ace of Wands brings, remember we just talked about that Ace of Wands, this thing I want you to grab, is likely to stress you out a bit. And it means you suddenly having to fly into action. So your challenge for the month is not to worry about that. Don't panic, keep it together. It doesn't mean anything, it's good, right? I just kind of feel like we're just breaking a bit of stagnation with this. So finally, we'll look at where you will experience good luck this month. And you have received the Hermit. The first thing to notice is that this is a major destiny card. So we always pay attention to those because they have a very, very special meaning. You need to pay attention and listen. The Hermit goes off to the mountains, there he is, to seek quiet, so that he can receive guidance and think about life. So if you remember at the start of the reading, we said that this month you're going to be doing some of that thinking or daydreaming and being in this kind of like trance state, being imbued with ideas. And remember I said as well that I wanted you to pay attention to those daydreams, not just dismiss them as daydreams, because some thought is going to occur to you in that time, which you are not supposed to dismiss, that you are supposed to hang on to and actually do something with it, because that will prove lucky. So just a light bulb moment, right? Where you're thinking, I never thought of that. Why didn't I do that instead? Or maybe that's a way to solve the problem, or whatever it is, light bulb moment. So we pay attention. You're driving along in the car, daydreaming, boop, light bulb moment, pay attention. Okay, it's not just a daydream. Now, just finally, we are going to work with the crystal ball. And as I look into the crystal ball, I want you to take a look yourself and see if any shapes appear which remind you of anything, because that's how messages appear in crystal balls, as shapes, and they trigger something in your mind. Now, as I receive messages for you from the spirit world, I'm going to type them in the video afterwards because I don't want to break the flow. So see this as relaxing and a sort of meditation, okay? Welcome back, Sagittarius. So that is your magic month of November. I do hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I'd appreciate if you could give me a like and subscribe, because that will help me on YouTube. And in the meantime, I look forward to seeing you next month.